We all want to be prosperous. We all want to be healthy. We want everybody to succeed. We want people to reach their potential in their lives. Now, liberals and conservatives are going to disagree with one another on that. No problem. That's what this is all about. So let's have a battle of ideas. Let's have a contest of whose ideas are better and why our ideas are better.
Well, that video was posted by the House Speaker, Paul Ryan of Wisconsin, and has people wondering, is it actually a presidential campaign video in disguise? Ryan's staff said that's absurd, but the timing does raise some questions as we inch closer to a convention in July, which looks like it will be contested.
And joining us now to weigh in is pollster and Fox News contributor Frank Luntz. Frank, nice to see you this morning. What do you make of this ad? Is this really going to happen?
Well, let's set the context. And this is something that Republicans should be proud of, because the Democrats have all these superdelegates, and they determine who the next nominee is going to be. Bernie Sanders would have a legitimate shot at Hillary Clinton, but it's of superdelegates. On the Republican side, they don't have them. You've got about 200 delegates that aren't committed compared to the hundreds on the Democratic side. The reason why people have been talking about Paul Ryan is that Donald Trump hasn't done his job. You read the art of the deal. You know that details matter. He knows this. He had plenty of votes. He should be even further ahead now in terms of delegates, but he's not, because he hasn't followed the details. Ted Cruz has been picking up a delegate here, 2 or 3 delegates there. He's been pushing it. So the assumption now is that neither candidate, neither Cruz or Trump, I don't think it's a real assumption, can get to the 237 that they need, and that opens up a space for somebody like Paul Ryan. Now, make no mistake, Ryan is popular, he is credible, people do believe he has the experience, and they like what he says. But I don't see that there's room here, because there are too many delegates committed to either Trump or Cruz, and even on a second or third ballot, I don't see that there's enough.
Well, wait a second. I mean, shouldn't the party at least pretend that elections matter?
They do, absolutely.
They're not pretending.
No, but no.
You're seeing party officials, including the head of the RNC last week, say candidates who don't really have any popular support could be the nominee. You believe that rules are to be followed, correct? You believe that laws are there for a reason. If Donald Trump doesn't go out and get those delegates, you have to file. You actually have to submit names. No, I'm not fighting for Trump. You also have Ted Cruz. These guys have received millions of votes. So the idea that you would place someone who hasn't even run in a single primary into that job by fiat, that's not a Democratic impulse. No?
Agreed, but you're reading something into what...
that's what they're saying in D.C. I know a lot of people were saying that out loud.
But they're speculating to try to get onto this couch and try to be able to score some news. It's not accurate, and it's not going to happen.
Interesting. Let's talk about the likability factor here, because there's a new AP poll out that shows that people don't even really like Ted Cruz, Hillary Clinton, or Donald Trump.
Right.
So we're asking who has the best chance at actually changing America's minds on how they feel about these candidates.
Well, the amazing thing is the most likable candidate of all is actually the angriest, and that's Bernie Sanders. The angriest and oldest. The guy that I would be afraid to go on Halloween. He's the house that I would not go to. I would, pass by.
Well, he'd give you, granola, too. I mean,
he'd open the door and the Doberman would come running out. So, and yet he is by far the most likable. And the challenge for both Cruz and Trump is that likability still matters. And it's not who you have a beer with. It's who do you think understands you, who looks you straight in the eye, says what they mean and means what they say, and who won't say anything to get elected, which defines Hillary Clinton.
Yes.
The challenge is to prove that you listen, that you care, that you're empathetic, and you're going to bring about change. And right now they look at all these candidates, and they have a problem with every one of them.
Wow. Unbelievable. All right, Frank Luntz, thank you.
Thanks, Frank.
Good to have you here.
Yeah, and please, and the next Halloween, don't make me go to Bernie Sanders' house. I know that I'm old, but I
always go to your house because you give these big packs of Twizzlers that are just ridiculous.
I give out free TVs.
I know.
I give out raisins. Don't come to my house.